I'm more excited to bring you this video than any video I've made so far. This 86 ski Nautique had no rear view mirror for the driver when I got it. In this video, we'll be creating a rear view mirror for the 86 ski Nautique. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. Okay, so my wife and I searched all over to find the replacement mirror on these older ski Nautiques, and it turns out that prior to the 90s, these old ski boats did not have a manufactured mirror on them for the driver. These mirrors are actually side mirrors on trucks that are taken from portrait and just turned to landscape and mounted on the dashboard of the ski boats. So that's what we did. So we ordered a really cheap side mirror for a truck off of Amazon and picked up a piece of aluminum from Menards. We went with aluminum instead of steel, knowing that we have to bend it, cut it, drill it. It'd be a lot easier to do with that. Once it's painted, it's all going to look the same. So I think we're going to want 5 inches up, 3 inches over. So we're going to cut about 8 1/4 inches. I don't know how the bend will affect it, and I want a little bit extra. I like that. It's working. We're getting there. Oh, come on, baby. We're so close. We're so close. We're so close.
Now there's fire risk, right? If we just limit them up, might set the wood on fire, but.
You think this is going to work?
We can certainly try.
How long do you think it will?
It'll heat up pretty quick.
It should.
Yeah, it's hot. It's pretty hot. It's starting to burn the wood pieces from the inside,
Yes.
so that's definitely on now.
All right, why don't you, let's hold these two right about here. Put the clamps on. Help me put the clamps on. Are you tighten that down?
Yep.
This one's
Junk.
broken down there. You got that tight?
Yep. That's pretty. That's high five worthy.
That's high five. High five.
Very nice.
Very nice. Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Look at that. Love it. Love it. 2 aluminum L brackets, like we knew what we were doing.
High five worthy.
High five. We'll measure some holes to cut for the screws into the bottom, get them painted, and get the mirror on. So when we look at how this is going to go back here, whatever was there was a little bit wider, but we'll be able to cover the existing holes. We'll probably drill our own holes into here. The issue, if you can see it, is that this fiberglass right here actually moves up. So when this sits right here, it doesn't sit flat. I think at the angle that we're at, we can go ahead and just make a bend right around this area and it'll sit much better. I'm not really worried about this being perfectly perpendicular to the water. This boat's gonna be all over the place, and I just need a hole up here for the mirror to go through. Let's see if it works.
My advice is whichever bracket looks better. That's still hot.
Yeah.
From the outside, that's the one that should be that we bend.
Yes, and I think we're gonna bend this one. And if I look at what I was seeing, that bend needs to run right about there. We are just simply going to do like we did before. Come here so you can see the line on here. And we're going to put this down to about here. Just heat it up and give it a couple of taps, I think. I think just a couple of passes. That's about all we're gonna. All right, we took this one here and we made a slight bend right along that line, and that is going to be so much better once we get that inside there. Get these holes drilled, get these painted, mirror done. We need it to be just bigger than that bolt right there. Already looked at it at the spot. This hole's gonna go right there. Where can I put this to drill through? Might be on the vise, right? This shouldn't be slipping.
Now that bit should have a pilot bit pointing to it.
I hope it
So
does.
it shouldn't run on you.
You got one with the battery that's
Yeah,
charged?
there's two batteries there.
I'm like, this is not a powerful drill. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yay! I'm just gonna do the two holes. We're gonna line one hole up here. We'll put one hole right here. We'll drill that into fresh fiberglass because those are just too far apart. Do you think I'm crazy? The two screws there? I mean, that's two screws into fiberglass and two there. And nothing hits that.
That should be fine.
Let's do it. Debate over how small to make these holes. I went with my buddy's advice. Didn't think it was big enough. Perfect. Just perfect. Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
You just keep shaking this a good minute here, but we're just going to use a flat gray primer. I've got these two brackets just hung up here. We'll put several coats of primer on it. I'm hoping the primer will make sure that no scratches or imperfections show through on these brackets. Then we'll put a flat black on it, get this thing mounted. Don't ever use fishing wire. This is my first time using fishing wire. It's made it such a pain. I'm gonna pull these down. Let's do it the right way. Yeah, that fishing wire allowed it to spin and it was touching against it. I need something that's gonna be a little bit stronger. Gives me a little bit more room to just paint and not have to worry about this touching it. So if I set that in there and tie that around a ladder, it'll be much better. Well, now that we got this on the hangers, it's a lot easier to paint here in the garage. I think these are looking pretty good. Here's our somewhat bent one, with a good clear coat of primer on it. We're ready to just put some semi-gloss black on here. I don't know what I was thinking trying to do all this on the... Alright, so we're going to be mounting this fabricated mirror up on the dashboard right there. We're going to have to draw 2 new screws in. I'm going to take I'll be drilling 2 new screws into here, and with fiberglass you need to get the exact correct diameter. The fiberglass won't expand, so we want it to be exactly where we need it to be at 1/8. I also decided that I don't want to just put this metal right on that fiberglass, so we're looking to put some kind of a gasket or something in between that. Also found just a couple of rubber washer gaskets. Thinking maybe we might place these right between that screw just to give it a little bit of something to squeeze down on. Oh, look at that. That lines up perfectly now. It's right on that hole. I could not.
Oh, that's solid.
Oh, I like that. So much better. We're going to take that rubber gasket here. We'll put it right there. Now, that might have been a mistake. I hope I can get this through. Get this. just enough bend. Nice. Okay. That in.
It's nice. Solid, sturdy.
Yep.
It's not going to vibrate as you go down the lake.
Can't call it perfect, but it is what it is. Everything's looking good up here. We got the new mirror installed. I'm gonna open her up and let's see what she can do here. So as happy as I am with how that mirror turned out, in the next video I will open it up, and turns out this boat is still not running okay. So if you're not subscribed and you want to continue on this journey, make sure you click that subscribe button, hit like if you could, and stick around for more drama with this ski boat.